It's been 28 years since this ministry started. Of course, Dad and I didn't really know what we were getting into. And so next thing you know, someone knocking at our door saying, two young men said, could we just stay here? Well, we didn't have a place. But we said, well, but they said, well, we've got our bed rolls here. We can just lay down anywhere. And that started this ministry. They just kept coming in. And I didn't realize until maybe in the last 10 years how many people are hurting. And some of them were brought up in churches. Some of them were not brought up at all except by themselves. And a lot of them come in and their whole life changes right before your eyes. From sad, depressed, suicidal, to happy and joyful and ready to go to work and fight Satan. One of the things we do there, we have meetings. We have 6 meetings a week. One of them including a sing-along, where everybody rather takes their time and their turn to give testimonies of what God has done in their lives. Some of these testimonies would break your heart, but all of these testimonies will give you faith. Then also we have on Saturday, we have a very unique thing. We have what is called the community giveaway. Jesus is giveaway. We never know what will drive up in our yard and on the driveway. Sometimes it's just a prayer, and somebody will bring the food. We have a service Sunday morning in a tent, as we are in the process right now of building a building. Get to cook outside. We have our own little place out there. It's a little bit better than a barbecue grill, but it's still hard to cook for that many people. That's why we're building the building. It is a kitchen, dining room facility besides the offices. And in the dining room, we will make it into our meeting place. So we have multi-functioning building going up. The ministry has grown from 2 men when they first came to now on the grounds many times there are at least 60 people that are on the ground. And when you think of 2 people starting this with 2 people showing up and what it is today, we know it has to be him that's doing it. I just hope that some of you will see that what we're trying to do is to help one more person. And that's what I think my whole life is about. Could I help one more?
I look everywhere, but nothing looked just right. I almost gave up my search when I stepped into his life.
I don't believe at the age of 12 or whatever, I was sitting there eating my Cheerios and said, gee, when I grow up, I want to be an addict, an alcoholic, and a prostitute. That wasn't something that was in my dreams.
I was alcoholic, coke addict, and all the above.
Can't change 20 years of drinking, you know, in 15 days.
I didn't want to live. I was just so tired of living in the pain.
Drinking, selling my body for drugs. I did it all.
This is my second rehab I went through. I'm 23 years old.
I've been on drugs most of my life.
Sexual molestation. At the age of 13, I was gang raped and left for dead.
Yeah, my body, to me, was just a ways and means to get more drugs.
I didn't want to go on no more.
About 10 years ago, I lost my children because of drugs.
Family and everything, they all done drugs and stuff.
I was staying in the house with no electric, no water, nothing but drug users.
I didn't like what I saw within me.
I've been in 5 different treatment centers.
My first addiction was food.
Lord help me, Lord help me, Lord help me.
Jesus, I found you. right here all the time. That emptiness was in my heart. It wasn't in my mind.
I'm gonna go to a place called Jesus Is.
My mom called me back at the house and said, well, there's a place called Jesus Is.
There's no better way than what I've learned here with Jesus Christ.
And she directly accepted me in, right over the phone.
This place has got such an anointing.
And I've never been so close to my wife and my 3 daughters since I've known them.
It wasn't my fault.
I don't even feel the urge anymore. So, you know, you get a sense of worth back, you know.
Have God in your life, He will. He's real.
Well, I was so excited to come to this place, you don't know.
I really feel that this place is great for anybody, and it's not even just for drugs or alcohol.
This place has given me such a strong foundation in God. I love the people here, and I feel loved.
That this is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
The best thing I've ever done.
And because you're plugged into God, you're talking about really, literally changing the world. And that's hope. That's powerful. And that's what Jesus is, means to me.